This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
On the show today, we find out how to become a multi-millionaire from the guy who invented the Audi.
Really interesting stuff, actually. We all think that we could find something in our lifespan that'd be able to
but we
change our
have
lives.
no follow-through.
100%. Hey, we catch up with Adam Gilchrist.
Football expert Adam Gilchrist.
That's exactly
that guy.
right, Nat.
Speaking of football, we talk about the whole Adam Simpson thing, and then we talk to other people who were sure that they were going to be fired, but it turns out they weren't.
And we're joined by Fremantle's AFLW star, Emma O'Driscoll.
This is Nathan, Nat and Sean.
On Nova 937.
It's 6:05. Nathan Nat and Sean. No Nathan today. He's in the sick bay.
We're actually taking it turns because in a couple of days' time now.
Oh, you're off too.
Yeah, I'm off. I'm having a procedure done.
Boob job?
Yeah. And lips, obviously. And so I'm having Thursday off. But
Thursday when it's going to be 29 degrees, that's not sus at all, is it?
Actually, didn't even think about that.
That's not sus
Bloody
at all.
brilliant, mate. I'm going to enjoy that day. For sure.
Timing's everything. So basically, we've all got an RDO this week, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Well, you missed it yesterday because Nathan came in and showed everyone his burn marks on his arse. It was a classic
What
day,
the hell
mate.
was going down here yesterday?
The Prime Minister came in, but he didn't want... Anthony Albanese, Harry was here. Anthony Albanese didn't want to have anything to do with seeing Nathan's arse.
That's weird.
What happened at the lodge when you guys went?
We can't tell you what happens at the lodge stays at the lodge.
One of those nights,
But
yeah.
Toto hasn't been the same since. Tell me honest.
You could go to the gym or do the shopping or go to work.
But what if you went in a beachier direction?
You're only a what if away from a holiday with the What If app.
Book accommodation, flights, packages and more.
What if it's Aussie for travel?
Now, Sean, I'm a little bit concerned about you. First of all, there's no Nathan.
Yes.
Are we going to have you for much longer?
Well, I'm not sure because I've shown you something this morning that's swollen, Natalie, and I've been waiting to show you this all night, actually.
And you showed me, and it is very swollen. And I'm like, that shouldn't be that big, Sean.
It shouldn't be, but I'm taking it. No, on Sunday when I was at junior footy, I was laying on the grass just watching this game, and I felt like something, like a stick or something sharp went into my forearm.
Yes.
And anyway, then I think, maybe it was something that bit me. Anyway, fast forward until this morning, and I kept itching during the night, my forearm. And if you have a look at it,
it has
is
blown up
unbelievably
so. There's a little black dot, so presumably that's the bite. And then it is massively swollen. I mean, you're a very muscly man anyway. But so on the inside, if you look on the inside of your forearm, that is just bulging out.
When I looked at it this morning, I was thinking, are my forearms like this normally? So I quickly had to turn on the light. Megan was horrified because it's just bloody 4:10 in the morning.
Yes,
and just looking at my other forearm
you're just
going,
staring at your forearms. That's a very normal thing to wake up to. So is it sore or is it just itchy?
Really itchy.
Really itchy.
But I am concerned the way that it looks. Do you think
it looks pretty bad?
Yeah.
That thousands of baby spiders are going to come bursting out of it. I mean, that does seem the obvious answer, or just something that you could probably take an antihistamine and knock it off.
Do you reckon?
But
antihistamine. Want to be a hell of an antihistamine to bloody bring this thing down?
Okay, take 1.5. I don't know. All right. Or do you want to have the rest of the day off? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, yeah, I'm gone. I've been angling all
now
night.
It's the Nat Show.
I've scratched the bejesus out of this thing to make sure it reacted so I can get the day off.
All right. Well, it's the biggest part of your body right now.
Yeah, I know. It's spewing, eh? I wish it got me somewhere else.
You're wearing long sleeves. You've pulled them right up.
Yeah.
Because it must have been hard to get a sleeve over that. It is massive,
Just
Sean.
ridiculous. Sam's in here, so he's going to take a photo of it and chuck it up on Instagram so you check it out. But it looks
that's the Insta content you've been looking for today. Sean's massively swollen forearm. But you didn't have that on your bingo card.
I'm a little bit concerned. But do we carry antihistamines in this joint?
I don't know, do we? We've got Band-Aids.
It looks like it needs to be shaved off or cut out.
All right, get the knife. I'll do it. This sounds like... Have we got a vegetable peeler? What have we got? All those baby spiders getting bigger and bigger. They're coming. They're coming.
Feel it.
Nathan, Nat and Sean in podcast form.
It's the Bank West vending machine.
Let's hear it for Bankwest, home of the good stuff.
All right, stepping up to the vending machine, we have Adam from Como. Good morning, Adam.
Good morning, guys. How are we?
We're wonderful,
good,
Adam.
Ads. Now, why are you up so early on a Tuesday morning, Adam?
I'm about to go to work.
Yeah.
It's not too bad at the moment, Adam, because we're just starting
Yeah.
to change with a bit of light before. Like last month, it was horrendous.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice when it's a bit of daylight on the way to work.
Yeah,
Agreed.
definitely.
Well,
Agreed.
you wouldn't know what that is.
No, it means
No,
it's
it's not
nearly
me.
Christmas if it happens to us. All right, Adam, we have a vending machine. It is the Bankwest home of the good stuff. It's stuffed full of awesome things. Now, today, we're going to let Sean be in the driving seat, even with his massively swollen arm.
Yeah.
And he's going to put the 10 cents in.
I'll head over there, Nat.
He's going to tell you, well, you're going to tell him which buttons to press. Are you there yet?
Just got here, mate.
Okay,
That
well
was quick.
done. All right. So, Adam, you can choose for a letter from A, B, or C, and then a number 1, 2, 3, or 4. What's it going to be?
I have B2, please.
B2.
B2 it is.
Sean's
okay.
favourite banana.
10 cents will go into the machine. I hope I don't stuff this up. Okay, we're off to
Beautiful
a good
work.
start.
Beautiful work.
B.
B2.
2.
Right, it's dispensing.
Yeah,
Landed,
success.
Adam, it's landed. Okay. I have the box in my hand, Adam. First of all, I can tell you...
Hey, I'm back.
That's a great
quick.
journey. You
Oh,
have
exciting.
You have won a Caramello koala.
Hey, that's a giant size
It's
one,
a big
Nat.
one too. It's a big koala.
Outstanding.
That koala's
Bloody
been
ripper.
in a good paddock.
It's
All
not,
right.
it's not going to get out of this,
Adam,
Thomas.
Adam, that's pretty good. But also, this could go either way, Adam, I'll be honest. You won a Fremantle Dockers Guernsey signed by the whole team thanks to Bankwest Best Seats.
Oh, wow. Thank you very much, guys.
Are you a Dockers fan?
I am a Dockers fan.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, there you go, Adam. Otherwise, you can re-gift it either way.
Yep. I mean, it wasn't their greatest
No.
season.
No, but
I'll find a space on the wall for that,
Yes,
for sure.
there's
Why not?
some genuine champions in there.
well, you've got Caleb Sarong, who could be announced in the All-Australian team tomorrow. Luke
Yes.
Ryan could be another one. There you go. Luke Jackson's nominated, but he won't get in. But the other two will. There you go.
All yours, Adam. Well played, son.
Thank you very much. You have a great day, guys.
Thanks, Adam.
too.
Legend.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Time to catch up with one of the sharks from the all-new Shark Tank Australia that's kicking off tonight on Channel 10 at 7:30, so check that out. His name's Davey. Davey Fogarty joins us now. Hi, Davey.
Howdy.
Can we talk about the Audi, Davey? What a great idea with perfect timing because, it coincided with a global pandemic. Well done on that. Do you reckon if it was any other decade, it just would have been kind of a blip on the radar rather than the massive thing that it is?
Look, we were actually selling for 2 years prior to the pandemic, and we were still doing over 20 million revenue. So I think the pandemic accelerated what was going to happen eventually. Some businesses had a really hard time during the pandemic, but some businesses, mainly e-commerce, actually thrived. So, we've been very fortunate there, and in our business wasn't affected negatively. I'm grateful for that.
Yeah, absolutely, David. There's 3 in my household, and I knew when they came on the radar that our kids were just frothing over them. They were Christmas presents, the birthday presents coming left, right, and centre. I guess my question is about being an entrepreneur, throwing this out there. How do you know if you've got a good idea?
The main thing is to just look at the early indications, the early data. Generally, when you go into a business, you need 2 things. What am I going to create and what am I going to sell it on? And once you've tested that concept, you need to then go back to the drawing board and be like, okay, do I need to change what I'm selling it on, or do I need to change the product itself? And you just keep iterating from there. And eventually you'll hit a winner. I failed 6 businesses before I started Calming Blankets, which was my first successful business. So, you just keep learning through those failures.
I did read that, you sort of proudly admit that you had failures along the way.
Yeah.
What were the things that didn't work? What did you learn from those businesses that didn't work?
One of the main businesses was I tried to sell Vietnamese rolls. So I created like a little cafe.
Yeah.
During that, I learned how to hire employees.
Yeah.
Then I tried to sell seasonings. I built the website. I was grinding up the seasonings in my shed and using social media. Because of that, I learned how to build websites and do social media.
Yeah.
Each business has its own lessons, and eventually you will, find some success. But if you want to fast track that and that's too scary, just learn on someone else's time. Pick the niche that you want to go in. Maybe it's e-commerce, and just learn from someone else's time. Sell their products for a bit, and then go and do it for yourself.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I do see
That's
a lot
good
of that.
advice,
You know,
yeah.
one of the best things at the moment, Davey, is just from a school curriculum point of view, schools are offering
Entrepreneurship.
And
Yeah.
as soon as I saw one of my sons that came across this thing, I said, you've got to do this because, you know, it gives you some crafty ideas or makes you come up with some ideas to make some money other than working for people, which is, I guess, what everybody's really looking for.
I think entrepreneurship is the backbone of our economy. You know, you look at the state of California and the culture over there and how much success it breeds. I think that Australia can be an innovation hub. You know, we're so fortunate in this country, and the education system definitely needs to be reformed to achieve that. You know, not grading people and putting people in boxes, but allowing them to express their creativity and try to create new inventions is definitely a better use of the education system.
Now, Davey, with Shark Tank, of course, you know, there's people pitching you ideas, and there must be some where you're just sitting there looking at them going, oh, this is a terrible idea. Do you have to have a poker face to be a good shark?
Channel 10 and Trio, the production agency, Sony, they have done an amazing job at picking just fantastic entrepreneurs.
Yeah, right.
There really wasn't that many people on there that definitely didn't deserve to be there. They all had great ideas. Some of them really struggled to pitch, but, you know, it's a really big moment for them. There's a lot of pressure. So you kind of look past that. You really try to base it on their character rather than how they're presenting, and also, you know, the product as well.
We see, Dave, that you do get involved in a couple of businesses, at least one anyway. When you're pitching to them, how hard do you go in? Because you want to get a good deal.
Yeah, look, I think it is hard because they are new entrepreneurs. Sometimes they don't understand how early stage valuation works. So part of that is about educating softly. And sometimes, you know, if it doesn't line up, it doesn't line up. They, you know, are going to get plenty of exposure as well. So I think that's good. They might even be able to get other investors that are willing to overpay for it. But we stick pretty firm on our principles.
Yeah, because it's not a charity.
No, but you want to come in and lowball them, don't you? That's how it works.
Not really.
Why not? You're trying to buy a business, mate.
It's an investment.
They don't know what it's really worth.
No, I think that we're being filmed, so if we've got a reputation for lowballing and ripping people off, it's not very good. So
yeah, that Audi guy, he's just trying to rip everyone off.
Yeah, exactly.
It would be tempting, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, bloody oath it would be. That's the way I play. Hey, David, with the success of your business, have you made other businesses out of this?
Yeah, I've at one point I think I had 8 businesses, but the Audi was my focus for such a long time.
Yeah.
Now I'm no longer actually CEO of the Audi, so I'm able to kind of mentor brands and make these investments, which is probably a better use of my time. The Audi team are incredible at what they do, and I just offer support when they need me.
And just to be clear, Davey, you're 28, right? 28.
Yeah, 28.
Yeah, that's a bit sickening, I'll be honest, that you've done so much in such a short
Yeah, you
space
suck,
of time.
David. Absolutely, David.
I feel 60 years old.
Oh, yeah. You don't want to know how old we feel then.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Well, everybody can check out Davey and the fellow Sharks tonight at 7:30 on Channel 10. Shark Tank Australia is back. Thanks so much for talking to us, Davey.
Thanks, Davey.
So much.
See you, man.
Bye.
This is a podcast of Nathan, Nat, and Sean.
It's Griller Warfare!
Nothing excites the guys more than food. And if your dad is the same, the Jerky Co. is the perfect Father's Day gift. Sort Dad's Prezi out now at jerkyco.com.au.
Yeah, it is Father's Day this Sunday.
Come on,
Looking forward to your one day of the year.
Well, we had a discussion last night whether it's going to be a breakfast because we're busy most of the day after that.
Yeah, sure.
And if Sonny's team wins the footy grand final, then everyone will just be getting on it.
Yeah,
Even though they're 13-year-olds.
Best to celebrate 13-year-old girls that way. So we are celebrating Father's Day with $5,000 cash up for grabs from the Jerky Co.
Well, all you need to do right now is tell us why you make the best burger in town.
Now, first up, Kent from Ballajura. Good morning, Kent.
Good morning.
Now, Kent, does the whole family go, yeah, Kent's burgers are the best? Are you renowned as a burger maker?
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay, that's your wife next to you, Kent. I
Righto,
imagine.
Kent. Tell us what makes your burger the best.
Well, my burger's a take on the Juicy Lucy burger. And it's camembert cheese, squashed in between minced meat on both sides, and it melts inside the actual beef patty.
Ooh.
And then chili sauce on that, and then all the rest.
Yeah, right. Okay, so your patty has camembert in it. Nice.
Yes.
Okay, that
And it
sounds
melts in
different.
your mouth when you eat it.
Hey, when you're just putting the mince together, is it just literally mince? Do you flavour it?
Yeah. You just mince with seasonings, like I put chicken salt and mixed herbs, and then just squashed camembert in between the two minced patties, so it's all encased inside, and it just melts in your mouth. And it's
There you
awesome.
go.
Does
All right.
sound good.
All right, you hang there, Kent. You're making us hungry, though. Dean's in Morley. Hello.
Good morning.
All
Morning,
right,
Dino.
what makes your burger the best in town?
Well, we've been practicing for the last 2 years. Me and a few uni friends, every Wednesday night we get round my joint and we start cooking up.
Okay.
So we range from chicken burgers, beef burgers, smash burgers, all types of different burgers. But I think we've perfected one.
Okay,
Oh,
so
okay.
what's your best one? Which one is perfect?
We think the double smash is the perfect burger. So we make our own caramelised onions. We go down to the local butcher who has a beautiful risole. We throw that on the barbecue. We smash that down, throw the cheese all the way through it, get it all crisped up at the ends with the beautiful cheese running through it. We double it up because that's the way a burger has to be. Throw the beautiful crispy onions on top of it, some maple bacon, of
I mean,
course.
that's all nice, but Dean, just to go back, you buy the risole pre-made from the butcher.
Oh, absolutely. The butcher does the best rissoles. So
How do you
why
feel
not
about
turn that
that,
into
Sean?
a beautiful burger?
I think Dean's on the cusp of opening his own business, but I hear what you're saying, Nat.
So he's not making it from scratch. He's I mean, not dissing your butcher's rissoles. I'm sure they're amazing, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel
It's in the
about
mix,
that.
Dean. It sounds
All right.
like an absolute cracker.
Thanks, Dean. You did have me at caramelised onions, I'll be honest. Todd's in Hammy Hill. Hello.
Morning, how you going, all right?
Good on you, Todd. Okay, tell us about your burger. What's so good about it?
I'm a pretty simple man, but I've got 3 boys. I've got harsh judges as well. So I'm not a savoury. I'm not a sweet with a savoury. So I do it like a brioche bun, which has a little bit of sweetness in it. I do get some Wagyu mince with the do the seasoning and
Fancy.
do the garlic and the onion and all that sort of ground onion, ground garlic, and nice salt. And then I make a homemade mayonnaise with a touch of Dijon, so called Dijonnaise, but
Dijonnaise.
and Dijonnaise, and then when you're cooking the Wagyu burger, put the cheese on top so it melts down.
Yeah.
Cover beautiful bits of crispy bacon, and this easy is a nice bit of lettuce, a little bit of tomato. Just simple, but it's bloody good with a runny egg. It's got to be a runny egg.
Ooh,
So,
yeah,
a runny egg. So when you bang it down,
Yeah.
bangs out through it, and get all that yolk through the egg. I mean through the burger as well. And my boys, my 3 boys, judge me on that, and it's pretty good, Dad.
Yeah.
You're a bloody good judge. So,
All right. So we've got Todd's Wagyu burger.
Sounds delicious with an egg in it.
We've got Dean's burger, where the double smash,
I love the sound of it.
and we've got Kent's camembert Juicy Lucy burger. Geez, tough. Strong contenders.
We are looking around the room to get some finger signs.
Ellie's got an opinion, even though she doesn't eat them.
Righto. Ali has got an opinion, and we're going with her because she gets really angry. Todd's was great. Now,
Dean's was great.
Dean's was awesome. The only thing that come against Dean was the fact
buys
that it
his
was
rissoles at the
buys his
butcher.
risole. Kent, with the camembert, is getting the nod.
Because it was just a little bit different, you know what I mean? Kent, you are going to be joining us here at the Nova Studios on Friday, where you'll be partaking in guerrilla warfare and hopefully scoring yourself $5,000 from the Jerky Co. So bring your A game on Friday, Kent, okay?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right,
Get on
looking
you, Kent.
forward to it. Camembert burgers. How about
There you
that?
go.
La-di-da.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Well, all the talk lately is whether Adam Simpson would get the sack, and 100% every scribe under the world was saying, come the season end, it is over for Adam Simpson, Natalie.
Well, they
5
were
wins
pretty-
out of 40-odd games.
Pretty definite. They've been calling for his head for some time. It didn't happen.
No one's had a worse run and I can't remember the name of the team since the 70s, early 70s. No one's lost that amount of games.
Yep.
Since the 70s.
Yep.
And by the 100-point losses, it all compiled up.
Yeah.
But along the journey, everyone knows there is a backstory in the fact that the Eagles have had injuries.
Horrendous injury run.
And COVID was an issue.
Yeah.
That said, they've had to rejig their whole list because they've got too old in that period. We've seen all the legends who've retired over the last week in particular.
Yeah.
But watching the shows last night, there's a few of them that was saying, oh, no, it's good that the Eagles have stuck by their man. Justin Langer, I'm sure, had a big part in this because he's such a loyalist.
Yes.
And other shows were saying that the Eagles just shows that they're arrogant and they just thumb their world at the end.
What the arrogance comes from. I think that they're calling them arrogant because they got it wrong, as in the scribes got it wrong. Is that what it is? So therefore it's like they're sticking it to the media by saying we're not going to listen to you. Is that what the arrogance is?
Yeah, I don't see what the arrogance is.
No, arrogance seemed like a weird choice of word to me for that situation.
Yeah, and it's been thrown around for such a long period of time.
It's weird.
Yeah, it really has. From the Eagles' point of view, they're a business like anyone else, and if they choose to stay with their boss, their CEO, their general manager, it's up to them.
And on top of that, when you look at so a business is all about the bottom line, right? The Eagles haven't lost members as a result of this. Their membership's gone from 102,000 to 100,000. So the members aren't leaving, for starters. So there's no bottom line. Crowd's down a little bit on what they normally would have been, sort of from 55,000 to, say, 45,000. It's not horrendous. They're the richest club in the competition.
They are.
And the players backed him in. The players were backing him in. So you go, why would you change it if that's the case, when he's still got years to run on his contract?
Well, the answer is why would you change is because they've been super unsuccessful.
Yeah, but there's mitigating circumstances for that. Like an injury list that is like double that of everybody else.
So what's the answer next year? If they've got, what's a pass mark next year?
Yeah, I mean, you would want an improvement on that.
Games,
surely.
If they win 6 games, does that mean the Eagles are great? That means they've won 11 in
No, nobody says that's great. But we're talking about a team that won a premiership 5 years ago.
And at that same point, Collingwood have rejigged their team, got rid of their coach, and now the other team would have got rid of their coach.
But they haven't won a premiership in that time.
No, but they're
looking good for this year. But if you go, runs are on the board, so that bought him a bit of loyalty.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. Every other club would say that was 2018, mate. It's 2023. Like we've
I know,
moved
but it's
on
not
from
that
there.
long ago. Do you know what I mean?
Well, in footy circles, it is.
Yeah.
It actually is. So I'm kind of counteracting every conversation we're having here, and I don't mean to do that, but there is an answer both ways.
Yeah, of course there is.
And
but if a club comes out and says, we back them in, it's the club's business and nobody else's. Like, all these commentators, I know that's their job to sit on a couch and sort of bag out what's happening, but they got it wrong. They were wrong, and they don't like the fact that they got it wrong.
Well, I don't know about... Yeah, I suppose you would be.
Because they were certain he was getting the
If I was on the couch and I'm commenting on the West Coast Eagles and I don't know... And I know Adam Simpson, he's great mates and best mates with a couple of my best mates. So, and I know he's a great guy. But if I'm out of that circle and I'm commenting, like all those scribes are saying, I'm saying there's no way they can keep a coach despite the injuries and stuff like that, because you are in control of that, on the fact that this is what you've dished up in almost 3 seasons. Because you can backtrack the year before when they lost.
Yeah, but it's not their business. Like, I know that that's their job to talk about it, but it doesn't. What they say doesn't impact the club. And I think what they don't like is that previously, if the media gets a bit of wind up and a bit of momentum about what they're saying.
Oh, there's blood in the water.
The clubs, yeah, that's right. The sharks start circling. The vultures, hanging around above. The club then goes, oh, we better do something about this. And it hasn't happened in this case, and the media pundits don't like it.
Well, this is John Ralph on the couch last night, and, I'm not a fan of his, but they certainly got it wrong.
Adam Simpson has risen from the dead. This is extraordinary. No, I think he was gone. Everyone believed that he was gone. Eddie Maguire had the best mail in the business. The hotline to West Coast that he was gone. And so I think in the last couple of weeks, the club has worked through some of those issues, realised how much it would cost.
I mean, Eddie Maguire having a hotline to the club is hilarious.
Oh, I don't know why you used Eddie as the main
Threw
man
him
to
under
go
the
to.
bus,
Yeah,
but
big time. But
because obviously Eddie was going around saying, "I know for a fact he's getting the knife."
Yeah, he wasn't the Lone Ranger.
No,
he was not the Lone Ranger there. So they're saying maybe was it the money? Was it a couple of $1 million?
It's not the money. They've got more money than they know what to do with.
Yeah, but it affects your salary cap going forward, the soft cap, which is another thing for the coaches. But he did rise from the dead.
Yeah. I mean, there was a lot of uncertainty, and there were even last week people were saying, just tell everybody if it's going to be the case, so that if last Saturday was his last game, that it can be a farewell for him as well as Shannon Hearn, Luke Shuey and Nick Nat. But it didn't turn out that way.
No.
He's still employed.
Now, we actually want to throw the question out there. Were you certain you were going to get the axe?
I know.
This has actually happened to me once when I was at Freo. I still had a year to go on my contract, but Chris Connolly was the coach, and at the end of the season, I was speaking to my dad. I'm gone, right?
Yeah, okay. So you
dropped.
were absolutely convinced that you were out.
Yeah, I was gone. I was dropped. I was out of the team. And we had this player room where we'd sit in there and play table tennis and attack the Yogo fridge, like I've mentioned many times before. And I was just sitting there, and he came into this room and he said, "Can I speak to you outside?" And he walked me outside, and I just thought, and my heart skipped, and I just thought, this is it. And he just opened his mouth and said, "You're going to stay around next year." And you know what was the weirdest thing then? I didn't know if it was... I didn't feel like that was a relief at all.
No.
I almost was looking to get put out of my misery in a sense, because I just knew this was it.
There was so much uncertainty around
And then was
your
this
career.
a good thing that he was keeping me around?
Did you say what for?
Yeah. Anyway, I showed him.
Because his Yogo's not going to eat itself, he said.
Yeah. So it was a horrendous moment. But anyway, I stuck around and things worked out in my favour in the end. But, yeah, when you knew you were going to get fired.
Yeah, all right. 13, 24, 10. Were you absolutely certain at some point that you were going to get fired and then it didn't happen?
Maybe people were dropping around you like flies and you're like, oh, I'm the next to go here.
Up for grabs to the story that it really touches our heart the most. We've got $300 to spend at the Herdsman Market. You can entertain this Father's Day with our state's best produce. It's all under one roof at the Herdsman Market. We want to know, were you absolutely convinced you were going to get fired and then it didn't happen?
Ben's in Success. G'day, Ben.
How you going there, Sean? How's things, mate?
Good, mate.
Were you convinced you were going to be fired, Ben? What happened?
Yeah, it's a bit of a story. So it was a long time ago. I'm 44 now. I would have been about 20, 21, and I actually used to work for a company by the name of Salesforce, which are no longer with us. It was a direct sales company, and I used to go around knocking doors, one of those pesky door-to-door salesmen that sell the pay TV Foxtel. And anyway, I remember we'd had a few sherbets on the Thursday night and got up to a bit of mischief there in South Perth. And anyway, I got dragged into the office on the Friday morning, and I was pretty close with the senior manager there and the state manager, and they said, "Oh, Ben, can we see you for a minute?" And I was like, "Oh, no, what's happened last night?" Because it was a big night. Anyway, get in there and, get in there. And I thought, oh, look, boys, whatever I've done, I've sort of apologised before they even got word in. So I'm sorry.
Preemptive, yes.
I go, but we don't know what you're talking about. We're actually here to tell you, mate, we're going to give you a van to manage a team of 10 blokes. And we're talking like 30, 40-year-olds that are knocking doors, and I'm like 20 years old, 21 years old, and I'm thinking, you sure, guys? You sure? And they're like, they're pumping me tyres going, oh, Benny, with your footy background, you're a leader, you're not like those guys out there. I'm like, oh, okay, great. So they obviously saw something in me that I didn't see in myself.
What the hell did you do that night before? I tell you what.
It must have been a raging success.
Yeah, exactly.
It was the days of Sluggers Bar, Sean. You probably remember that down at South Perth there, mate.
Sluggers. Oh,
yeah, right.
So
nothing bad ever happened there.
No.
Well, you'd get paid on the Thursday night, and half your pay would go over the bar.
Of course.
So it was good fun. It was a really good vibe, and I was quite shocked. I ended up managing a team at the age of 20.
Yeah,
so.
that's not bad. Massive promotion. Good work. Thanks, Ben. Angela is in Swanbourne. Morning, Ange.
Good morning. How are you?
Good, Ange.
Now, when did you think you were going to be fired?
It was my very first job over 20 years ago. I was working as a receptionist for a real estate agent. I was the only one in the office, and back then it was only facsimile. There was no email or anything like that.
Yes.
Back in the olden days. And I had a phone call from the bond board, and they had received a refund of bond application for one of our tenants who we were kicking out. He had requested his full bond, and there was no one else in the office for me to confirm anything. It was like my third week on the job, and the bond agent is like, I need approval now to be able to release it. So I've just gone, yep, that's all good.
Oh,
2
no.
weeks later, my boss has come in to see me and she's like, we need to see you in the back office.
Oh.
So I've gone out and it turns out we were taking him to the tenancy tribunal
Yes.
to get his bond and other money due to damage to the property and overdue rent.
Yeah.
And I had let it go.
Yep, you've just gone, yep, no worries.
Yeah.
So did you get in
Didn't think of
trouble or were they just like, don't do that again?
I got a good half hour talking to. And I honestly thought I was going to get fired.
Yeah.
But they had to sort of lie to the property owner and say, yes, we won it. And the managing boss of the organisation ended up forking out.
Stump up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Didn't come out of my pay.
No. No.
Oh, you're lucky you had a gig
I
after
know,
that.
I know, man.
But what do? You're just there alone?
Yeah. It's your
Gotta make
third
the
week
call.
on the job. You don't know. Thanks, Ange. Zoe's in Kwinana. Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Hey, Zoe.
Zoe. Did you think you were going to get fired, but you weren't?
Yeah, so this happened not too long ago, actually. So I was an apprentice and my company had just done redundancies. So I was thinking, yep, I'm secure. Like, I'm in the electrical industry. I've asked my manager, I'm okay, I have a job. I've just done my capstone. I'm, like, really excited to be qualified. And just after coming back to work from doing my capstone, my manager says to me, we can't hire you back. You're not going to be rehired because you didn't pass your capstone first go.
Oh.
You haven't had enough good reviews.
Oh.
Told me, yeah, and this other guy who I did my capstone with, who was at the same company, he had just passed his capstone as well first go. So because I didn't pass first go, I wasn't going to get the job. So I'm like, oh, gosh, I got to go find a new job. I'm stressed out. Oh, my gosh, didn't think this was going to happen.
Yeah.
I go find a new job. I get a new job straight away, pretty much. And I've told where I work, okay, guys, like I'm going to leave soon. I've got a new job. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
And they turned around and said, what do you mean? Why are you leaving? I was like, oh, because I got told that I wasn't going to get rehired. And they're like, no. Who told you this? You shouldn't have been told this at all. This was never the plan. And I'm thinking, oh, well, that's what I was told.
Yeah.
So I got a new job. And they're like, just give us 24 hours. 24 hours, we'll think of something. So I'm waiting 24 hours, and it's the next day. I get a call from the COO telling me that they'll give me double, they'll pay me whatever I want, just please stay, like, we don't want to lose you.
Yes!
They're trying to give me all of these benefits.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, what the hell? Like, what happened? Like, it was pretty crazy, and on behalf of the whole company, they said they were sorry for all of the stress and anxiety that they put me through in finding a new job. So,
Zoe, did you stay there and did you take the extra pay?
No, I was true to my word. I followed what I was going to say. I went with the new business because I didn't want to turn around and be like, oh, hold on, I'm not taking the job anymore.
Yeah,
I
right.
think that it's really important to follow through with what you say. So
You've got what's known as principles, though.
Oh,
We're not familiar with those. Well done. Thank you.
$300 to spend at the Herdsman Market. Entertain this Father's Day with our state's best produce, all under one roof at the Herdsman Market. When I'm talking about entertain, I'm going to have to go to Ben here.
Yeah.
Because he can entertain with the best of them. Thought he was going to lose his gig because he went that hard on
And
the
he got
Thursday
a massive
night.
promotion.
He got a big promotion.
Well done, Ben.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Nova's 100 grand or 100 in the hand. Thanks to Liberty. Loans for free thinkers. Got a grand idea? Free think your way to a home, car or personal loan with Liberty today. Eligibility and conditions apply.
You did just hear Harry Styles. You weren't mistaken. That was Adore You. And you know who got straight on the blower? That was Joe from Gwelup. Hi, Joe.
Hello, Nat.
Joe, good morning. What a success. You got through?
I know, I can't believe it. Exciting.
And you've done the very smart thing of getting through on Temptation Tuesday. So there's a bit on the line here. So your choices are this. You can choose to take $300 instantly. That's yours. It's certain. There's nobody can take it away from you. Or you can take a punt, roll the dice and hope that your number gets pulled for the 100K.
I'm going to 300.
She's taking the instant
Joe.
cash, everybody.
Nat, finally, Joe. We've been trying to tempt
temptation
people.
was enough, eh?
Absolutely.
What are we spending it on, Joe?
I don't know, maybe fun stuff.
Yeah.
Haven't decided yet.
Good on you. I think it's the right amount to
Yeah.
just spend it on yourself,
Yeah,
Joe.
that's a few cocktails and
Okay.
good night
Okay,
out.
I can go
Fun
for that.
skirt.
Oh, Nat, that wouldn't go you half a night, would it? Way you sink them.
All right, Joe took the 300, everybody. That, of course, means that everyone's odds who take the 100K option slightly better for Joe not being in the running.
It is, but are we going to continue this throughout the morning?
Well, Harry
300
Styles is the
bucks?
featured artist.
Okay.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Ellie, how's the jet lag going?
Jet lag works out perfectly for this
breakfast
job.
radio, it does. It does.
Because you're tired at 7 o'clock at
Yes.
night and then you're awake at 3:30 in the morning. Great, I'll just get ready for
I
work.
did when I came back from Europe, though. I woke up at 1:30 in the morning and didn't go back to sleep again. That was a bit depressing that
That's too
morning.
early,
yeah,
yeah.
that is too early.
So what time did your eye start burning then?
Yeah, at about 4:30, which, I wasn't at work yet. So that's not a great start to the day. I'm glad it's working for you.
Ellie, you haven't told us much about your holiday at all. You just
Yeah.
kind of slipped
Why
into
are you
work,
keeping it a
started doing your
secret?
stuff.
No, it was really good.
Okay.
So tell everybody where you went.
I went to America. I went to the US of A, Chicago, Nashville, and
The
New
Big
York,
Apple.
The Big Apple.
And what are you wearing on your feet today?
I'm wearing some cowboy boots. I bought some
Authentic
real
Nashville cowboy boots.
Yes, they're like a dime a dozen there, but you really have to look around for your
Because you can
perfect
walk.
fit.
There are shops that are just exclusively cowboy boots,
Yes,
aren't they?
they're
Just
called
racks and
boot
racks of
barns.
boot barn.
Yeah.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And did you consider getting I don't know, aqua ones with white stars on them and stuff? Because they have that.
You do
don't
get
they?
really caught up in it because there's everyone's like spilling out of the
Honky-tonk,
honky
yeah.
tonks and there's country music everywhere. So you're like, this is me now.
Yes,
this is my.
I'm Dolly
What about a
Parton.
big belt? Because, particularly for Dougie, your partner. All the guys wear those big belts.
Oh, with the
and stuff.
the
big buckles.
No, he bought a guitar instead. He bought a 1940s
Wow.
jazz guitar from this place called Fanny's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
been there.
So we're country music people now.
Yeah, look at
Sorry.
you go. I mean, it's living the dream. It's 12.
I know, Ellie out the door.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean in podcast form.
I woke up this morning and I came in and showed you this morning that I've got some swelling in my forearm, which is
It's not where you normally have your
big.
swelling, Sean.
No, and at that time of morning, absolutely.
It is. And so we've put it up on our socials, Nathan, Nat, and Sean on the on Instagram, and so you can have a look for it for yourself.
It looks completely deformed, doesn't it? Like, honestly.
Yeah, it's a massive, so if you imagine everybody, put your forearm out in front of you with your thumb on the outside. Imagine the inside, there's just a massive bulge.
Yeah.
It looks like it's going to blow.
Yeah, absolutely. So remember I was telling you on Sunday I felt like a stick went in my arm when I was just laying on the grass watching a footy game. And then I thought to myself, oh, maybe I did get bitten. But after that, I just, forgot about it. I didn't think
So
about
it
it at all
wasn't swollen yesterday.
I don't remember it being swollen yesterday at all. And it was this morning when I woke up.
You would have noticed if it was swollen like that. You can't pull your sleeves
It's
up.
like I got gigantism of the forearm.
it
in
really
one
is.
spot.
Yeah. I mean, I know that you've been working out every half hour in the studio,
Yeah.
but that's ridiculous.
No, it was really itchy, so that's the thing that
Yes.
got me checking it out. So
So people can
itching the
vote
shit
on
out.
our socials about what it is. So Sam's put up, we need medical advice. Should Sean cut it off, go to the ER, or suffer in silence? And at the moment, only 22% of people think you should cut it off. So that's
Okay, that's
good
not
news.
too bad. Sore.
And then it's even 39% each way. 39% think you need to go to emergency, and the other 39% say shut up and suffer.
So everyone probably
Guess
heard
what
this
I
a million
voted for.
times before, yeah. The last time I thought, so this could be a spider bite.
Yes.
This could be a spider bite.
Yes.
And then, so rewind the clock back many years ago. I told this story 100 times, but the time I got bitten by a spider and in my forearm, it was the same thing. And I went inside to Megan. I thought I was the hardest man in the world.
Yes.
I said, don't be alarmed. Just get the kids, put them in the car, take me
Dad's
to hospital.
dying.
Bitten by a spider. My arm's gone numb. It's all happening.
So Megan
And I
had
was
to
so
get the
calm.
4 kids into the car.
Yeah, chucked them all in, baby seats and all the rest of it because they were young. And then I thought the right thing to do is ring Dr. Ken Withers, the great man. So I'll get Ken,
Who was
Ken
the
on
Fremantle
speed dial.
Football Club doctor.
Yeah, get him on speed dial. Everyone's strapped to him. Calm down, the kids. You know, they all got something to hold as we start driving off down the hill. And then I said, mate, I've just been bitten by a spider. It's the whole arm, blah, blah, blah. And I said, I'm just going to go to hospital. And he said, why? And I went, well, being bit by a spider. He said, just take an antihistamine, you'll be fine. I went, right, everyone out of the car. Back her up, Megan.
Back to bed, kids.
Okay, everything's sweet. I felt like
So, you've got a history of being a bit melodramatic, is that what you're saying?
I do. This is
But that is legitimately swollen. Somebody said that maybe you've got gout, which that's not where you get gout, so we can rule that one out.
Okay, that's good.
It's probably more likely to be syphilis. No.
How do you get rid of that now?
There's medications these days. You'll be fine. So, I mean, may or may not be back tomorrow.
I
We'll
might as
see.
well take the 2 days off then.
Try some antihistamines, see how you go.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Time for us to get out of here tomorrow. Michael Thompson, Tomo from Channel 9 is going to join us.
He's a really good fella, Tom. I'm looking forward to catching up with him. Guerrilla Warfare's back again, so we'll give you the opportunity to have a crack at $5,000 if you're chosen at the end of the week.
This is one
Thanks
for the
to Jerky
dads
Code.
too, ahead of Father's Day. So if your dad makes an awesome burger, he's got to nominate himself. So and make sure your burger's got a bit of an edge, got something about it.
Hey, Nat, there was a little bit of controversy today because we heard about a really great burger. And I think it was Dean telling us the story. But you pulled him up straight away for what reason?
Because the patty was a rissole from the butcher. And I get that, but he hasn't. I mean, I get that it might be awesome. I mean, butchers are great, but he was just using a pre-purchased rissole as the patty, whereas everybody else was making their patties from scratch.
They were,
including the one that won today has camembert in the middle of it.
100%. There you go.
La-di-da. Hello, Ross.
Hello, yeah, you outsourced. So.
Yeah, you can't do that, right? That was fair, wasn't it?
Well, I mean, it depends. What's the end product? Like, you want a great burger?
I think it would have been a
but
great burger, Ross. I really do.
But then
I
somebody
know
could
what Nat's
say, I
saying.
bought my patty at Meat and Bun. Like, that's not...
All right, what if the butcher's like a dad as well and they go on together as a collab? Collab burger, first one.
If the dad is the butcher that rings up and says, I make a great burger, then yes.
Okay.
I'll allow it.
All right, so that's tomorrow. In the meantime, Sean, I get to play this all day. Special day.
Temptation Tuesday. Hey, that's an amazing voice.
Look at her.
I know, I love
Should
that
work
bit.
for Val Morgan.
$300 instantly, or go on the draw for the 100K.
Yeah, did you hear Jo went for the 300
Did
earlier
she?
today? Yes, she did.
Yeah, I'm all for the instant cash, but
Yeah.
you know, it's about a 1 in 230 chance at the 100K, so they're the maths you're dealing
At
with.
this stage.
At this stage, yeah. it will
Going up
increase.
every day.
Harry Styles, he's on the way, 13-24-10 when it happens. See you guys tomorrow.
Nathan, Nat and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.